If I had to start my fitness journey in 2026 without, giving cultural foods, all the roti, all the butter chicken, all the dal, or, just working full time, or, just feeling sick of like, I've tried everything, but nothing's working, this is the exact game plan I would follow. Number one, we have to have some sort of mindset shift, right? So biggest thing I see commonly, it's like people go right away, they're motivated, start of the year, everyone's gonna be amped, right? They're like, I'm gonna train 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 2-hour sessions. I'm gonna meal prep every weekend. I'm gonna make 6 meals, and we go all in, which is awesome, which is cool, but think about sustainability long term. Is that something you can do for a long time? A lot of times not really, because we're just trying to live the way we used to live back in university days we had less responsibilities. So number one thing, it's okay if you can't go ham like you did back in the day. Start with 3 days, 4 days, whatever, like I'll get into in a second, but don't chase perfectionism. Don't try to do everything all at once. Number two, you have to approach this fitness thing from an identity standpoint rather than an outcome standpoint. And what I mean by this is you want to become somebody who just gets jacked. You just want to become somebody who eats healthy. You want to become somebody who goes for a hike rather than to the club. You just want to become somebody, you want to shift your identity towards a jacked person rather than being like, oh damn, I didn't lose 10 pounds this month, I gotta ramp up the cardio, I gotta lower the calories even harder. Constantly outcome focused, which is fine as well, but you want to keep it identity focused at the baseline, because if life gets busy, a lot of times people end up falling off again. But if your identity at your core, you're somebody who makes better decisions in terms of getting jacked, even when things are busy, you'll still make it work somehow, you'll integrate it into your life. Okay, so start from an identity shift, or rather than being outcome oriented. Okay, number three, create some systems so you don't have to constantly rely on your discipline and willpower. And when I say systems, some things can be mad simple. Like your kitchen counter at home, instead of having a bowl of like chocolates, cookies, mataiya, everything on the kitchen counter, eliminate that from your house and maybe just put a fruit bowl. So when you walk by it, you're not tempted to have mataiya. You just have like an orange instead or an apple instead, right? So you want to create systems like that. Like, you can make it so in your calendar, there's always a block in your calendar where you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk this time, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna meal prep, whatever the system you need to create, that way nothing else pops up during that day. Another system could be telling people in your environment, your family, friends, wife, spouse, whoever, that like I'm doing this fitness thing, and that's another system that's accountability for you, that's constantly telling you, hey, make sure you stay on track, stay on this. Another system is have some sort of workout routine, right? You don't want to go in the gym and start guessing. You're already inconsistent, so now if you go to the gym, you have no plan, you're just gonna randomly start guessing things again, right? So have some sort of system for the workout. For your meals, have some sort of calorie structure, meal structure, that way you're not guessing. And then if you start guessing, if your mind is tired, it's gonna revert back to his old ways, grabbing chips, easy snacks, cookie, mataiya, butter chicken, whatever it is. Okay, so long story short, I wouldn't try to get shredded in the first 8 weeks of 2026. I would focus on building systems and habits that last me for the next 10 years. Because this is where the actual gains are. A lot of people, try to rush things way too quick. And that's why they go 3 months on, 4 months off, 3 months on, 4 months off, and they kind of look the same because they always set themselves back. So that's the mindset part. That's how I would approach it initially. Number two, I want to have some sort of structure to everything, right? So there's not much guessing. Just like your work has structure, your relationships have structure, you want to have some structure to the fitness as well, right? So number one, with training, like I mentioned, you don't want to go ham right away just because you used to train 5-6 days. You can start with whatever fits your life currently. Okay, so most of the time, in my opinion, most of the guys I work with too, usually 3 or 4 days full body sessions tends to work the best. Biggest thing I want you to focus on when you do the full body sessions, number one is technique. Make sure your form keeps improving. Number two, making sure you're sticking within 6 to 12 rep ranges. That way you have less reps, but you're working on quality repetitions. You're not just doing absurd amount of repetitions and lots of sets, lots of volume. You're starting off with minimal stuff, but you're improving your technique. You're making sure everything you do in the gym is high quality. So start with some sort of structure like that. You can do upper, lower, push-pull legs, whatever split kind of works for you. But start with 3 or 4 days, whatever fits into your lifestyle, 45 to 60 minute sessions. If you didn't check out my last video on the best workout split for full body, you can check that out as well. Number two, for nutrition, again, I would approach this from a sustainability standpoint. So what I would kind of start with initially is simple meals that, you're already kind of having, but you make small additions to. Like if you're already having like roti sabji for one of the meals, throw some protein on the side. Greek yogurt, whey protein, some lean meats, whatever. In the morning, if you're skipping breakfast, add a small snack like oats with some whey protein, some blueberries. You don't have to do a lot of oats right away, just do like 30-40 grams, nothing crazy. You know, you can do another meal such as Greek yogurt, some berries, maybe if you want to throw some almond butter in there, right? So simple meals like that, you know, give you a gist of like, okay, I'm feeling full, I'm feeling nourished, but also it's aligning with your fitness goals. So nutrition wise, honestly, just keep it as it is right now. Obviously, if you're eating out a lot, butter chicken, all that stuff. I know most of you guys do eat like dal, roti, sabji consistently. If you're having that, just add a little bit more protein to it. Okay, and lower the carb sources. That's all you want to do. You want to make small changes so they last a long time. Okay, like yes, you can sprint really hard, but you're gonna be exhausted. But you want to kind of run this marathon for a longer period of time so you actually get the reward you're looking for. Number 3 is some sort of movement, and I'm not gonna throw too much cardio, nothing at you. Just start with 8 to 12k steps. That's it. You know, go for a walk with your wife. Just go for a walk, spend some time in nature. You're gonna feel so much better, and you're gonna feel more productive. You'll feel like doing more things. You'll just like your life better too, but also it lines up with your fitness goals. So the training, nutrition, and then the movement, these are the main 3 things I want you to focus on initially. Some sort of structure, some sort of sustainable meals, and then some sort of movement habit. And just start with these 3 things for the first month, okay? Once you've done these things for the first month, I want you to transition into tracking some metrics, okay? So the 3 main metrics I would track is your weight, your lifts, and your food. Why you want to do that? Weight you want to measure just so you have a baseline of, okay, what are your calorie needs, right? If your weight's constantly going up or down, but you have no baseline, you don't really know how much to eat, right? So once you just start tracking your body weight, you'll know what the baseline looks like. And then next step, when you start tracking your calories, you'll be like, okay, cool, around these calorie intakes, this is where like my body weight is a little bit baseline, and this is where I need to eat to drop, or this is what I need to eat to gain. So you have some sort of data that you can make decisions based on. And the third is the lifts. This will ensure we're getting stronger, and this is where muscle building happens, right? Muscle is gonna be the gold mine that's gonna give us the look we want, but also the health we want. And initially, nutrition-wise, if you wanna take it easier, like if I'm just starting out, just start with tracking protein. Just make sure throughout the day, you're having 30, 40 grams of protein 2 to 4 times a week, or 2 to 4 times a day, right? So just start with that, have some numbers so you can make decisions based on those numbers. Now, say for example, month 1, month 2, you've done this, you know, you have some habits getting built, you're tracking some metrics. Now, month 3 is where I would dial in a bit more of the details of, okay, based on the lifts I've been tracking, the exercises that I have good form on, am I actually progressing? Am I moving forward in these lifts or not? Progressive stimulus can look like either more weight, more reps, more volume, more overtime, more range of motion, better control, better tempo. Are you moving forward or not in these movements? Okay, so just make sure you are moving forward after month 3 onwards. The first 2 months, just focus on foundation. Then the next thing I want you to focus on is macros, meaning, okay, are you getting enough proteins? Are you getting enough carbs? Are you getting enough fats for your needs, for your goals? Okay, if you're getting those macros for your goals, awesome. If you don't know how to calculate your macros, obviously reach out. I also made a video on this couple weeks ago on how to recomp and how to calculate your calories. Okay, so this is what I want you to focus on month 3 is dialing in the details. Am I moving forward, and am I eating enough for my goals? Okay, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of a game plan on how to start your fitness journey in 2026. I know I spoke a lot, but if you follow this quick summary of some sort of mindset shift, right? Identity shift, some sort of small training structure, nutrition structure, movement habits, and tracking if it's working or not, okay? But this is what I don't want you to do when you're starting your fitness journey. A lot of you guys do this, and it usually comes from the mindset of, yo, let me get quick results. Number 1 is just buying a bunch of supplements. You're going to the supplement store, grab protein, carnitine, creatine, isolate, magnesium, zinc, everything at once. But yo, you're not even doing the basic stuff that I just told you about. Right? So please don't just buy all your supplements right off the bat. You're probably better off getting like a coach if you're gonna spend all that stuff on supplements, okay? So please don't buy a bunch of supplements. And then the second big thing is, if you have some sort of structure, don't change it every 2 weeks. Go through this 3-month process, actually get some feedback, and then change things up, okay? But please don't just keep switching things up constantly in the first couple of weeks, okay? Just because you're bored. Number 3, you want to avoid just cutting out things. You just want to be like, yo, I'm with this 2026, I'm going to go on this no sugar diet, no roti diet, no carb diet. A lot of you guys do this, you get some quick results, but then you hit a brick wall and then you bounce back and gain all the weight back. So you don't want to repeat that same cycle again. Remember, it has to be an identity shift. You want to build systems, you want to build habits that last you a lifetime. Number 4, you don't want to compare your look right now, your progress right now to people online. The more you do that, the more guilty you feel, the more quicker results you chase, and the less gains you actually make long term because you keep changing things up. So stop comparing yourself to people online. Everyone has different paths, different journeys, maybe different genetics, but that doesn't matter to you. You can only control what you can control. So I want you to control these 3 factors here: training, nutrition, movement, overall tracking things. Because that influencer that you look up to online who's mad shredded, he has gone through his own journey for a long time before he started posting online, including myself. I've been lifting for 12 years now, right? I started posting the last 4 or 5 years. Okay, so don't compare yourself to your previous self, and just try getting better from there. If anything, if you are gonna look people online, like myself, get inspired instead of getting intimidated, okay? Inspired in the sense of, okay, what is possible? If this guy can do it, why can't I do it? Last thing, I'll summarize this whole thing with, you wanna use this year, 2026, when you're restarting your fitness journey or just starting fitness journey in general, take it as an identity shift. I'm gonna decide to be somebody who's jacked. Doesn't matter how busy things are, how hectic things are. I'm gonna make better decisions on a daily basis. I'm not gonna just order Uber Eats anytime things get stressful. I'm not just gonna, defer to be like, okay, yo, I'll skip this workout today because of a hectic schedule today. I'm gonna put my health first, because my health is first, everything else is gonna come afterwards, because I'll have more energy for everything else. This is the exact structure I would use for a client that comes in that has no training experience, right? And they're just getting started, want to build some habits again. And a lot of people get overwhelmed right off the bat when they start their fitness, but hopefully this gives you a little bit of calmness of like, okay, cool. If I just start with these couple things Ronit has told me, I can go a long way. So if you're someone who's tried it all, constantly fallen off, never been able to get consistent, follow this game plan or reach out. Obviously, I've helped a bunch of brown bros, as you can see right here, who constantly fall off, but now they're finally accountable. They've made that lifestyle shift, identity shift to becoming somebody who's jacked, right? Either way, comment below, give me some feedback, what other topics you guys want to hear about. Keep me updated on your journey. If you want a free mini cut guide, you want some free care package, some free resources, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll be happy to send that, okay? But appreciate you. Please share with your friends. That's the only way I can grow, and hope this helps. Let's stay jacked, stay growing. Thank you.